Osaka, the city of amazing food, endless energy, and trains? Oh yes, if you're in Osaka and craving an adventure, the best way to escape the city for a day is by hopping on a train. But not just any train. Oh no, my friend. We're talking about the best, most scenic, and most exciting train trips you can take from Osaka. So grab your tickets and a bento, because here are 7 epic train journeys you won't want to miss. First up, the Aoniyoshi is a beautiful train. This isn't just any train, it's a moving work of art. Draped in a royal shade of purple, it oozes elegance and nostalgia. The inside? Oh, pure luxury. The wooden interiors make you feel like you stepped into a high-class ryokan on wheels. The seats are extra wide, the tables have intricate woodwork, and even the lighting has a warm golden glow. It feels like you're a noble from the Heian period, except you have Wi-Fi and don't need to write poetry to impress people. This Aoniyoshi is a beautiful train that takes you from Osaka Namba Station to the 2 historical powerhouses, Kyoto and Nara. While Kyoto gives you temples and matcha, Nara gives you deer and also temples. Here is some information about the Aoniyoshi train. The train is operated by Kintetsu Railway. The main stations served are Osaka Namba, Nara, and Kyoto stations. The trip between Osaka and Nara takes 1 hour and 16 minutes. For one adult it costs 2,140 yen, and for one child 1,080 yen. In case you want to use one of the twin seats alone, one adult has to pay 2,650 yen. There are 8 trains per day. The first one runs from Osaka to Kyoto. Number 2 to 7 shuttle between Kyoto and Nara. The last one in the evening goes back from Kyoto to Osaka. Next, let's turn things up a notch with the Shimakaze. This is luxury train travel at its finest. From the outside, it looks like something from the future. Sleek, aerodynamic, and shining in a bold blue color. But it's the inside that will really blow you away. This train has massage chairs. Yes, you heard me right, massage chairs. And if that wasn't enough, there are also private compartments, a full-service cafe, and panoramic windows that stretch all the way up to the ceiling. The seats are so comfortable you might not even want to get off. The ride is incredibly smooth, and the train glides effortlessly through the countryside. It's a true first-class experience on rails, and one of the best ways to enjoy a scenic journey while feeling like royalty. If you are lucky enough to catch a seat in the very first row, you can enjoy beautiful views out of the huge front window. Destination of the Shimakaze is the Ise Peninsula. Towns such as Toba and Kashikojima are home to pearl divers, scenic bays, and some of the freshest seafood in Japan. Basically, this trip is all about eating delicious things and enjoying coastal views while feeling like a VIP. Highly recommended. The Shimakaze runs once a day from Osaka Namba to the Ise Peninsula and back. The trip all the way to Kashikojima takes about 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's half an hour shorter if you opt to get off at Toba. For one adult the trip to Kashikojima costs 5,460 yen. Not too bad for such a luxury trip. By the way, the Shimakaze also runs once a day from either Kyoto or Nagoya to the Ise Peninsula. Next up, the Blue Symphony. Because every great day trip deserves a theme song. This is the train for people who want to travel in style. Its deep blue exterior with golden detailing makes it look straight out of a luxury train magazine. And once you step inside, you'll immediately see why this train is so special. The train itself feels like a jazz lounge, with wood-paneled decor and plush seats. Plus, there's a bar on board. So yes, this is both a classy and slightly tipsy journey. This luxury train takes you deep into the mountains to Yoshino, one of the best cherry blossom spots in all of Japan. Even if you visit outside Sakura season, Yoshino's stunning nature and peaceful vibe make it worth the trip. In Osaka, the train departs at Abenabashi Station. This station is right below the Haruka skyscraper. So you can combine the journey with visit to its observation deck. The Blue Symphony train is also operated by Kintetsu Railways. It departs from Osaka Abenabashi Station, and it takes about 1 hour and 18 minutes to Yoshino. There are 4 trains per day, 2 in each direction. The one-way trip costs in total 1,900 yen for one adult. This contains a base fare of 1,170 yen, limited express fare of 520 yen, and a special car fare of 210 yen. I think this is rather cheap for such a great train experience. If you're in the mood for an ocean adventure, hop on the Kuroshio. The Kuroshio Limited Express Ocean Arrow is a sleek and modern train that connects Osaka with the scenic Kii Peninsula, home to famous destinations like Wakayama, Shirahama, and Kii Katsuura. Operated by JR West, this train offers stunning ocean views along the Pacific coast, making it a favorite for travelers heading to the beaches and hot springs of Wakayama Prefecture. With its streamlined design and comfortable seating, the Ocean Arrow provides a smooth and scenic journey through one of Japan's most beautiful coastal regions. Kii Katsuura, a hidden paradise with fresh tuna that will change your life. There is a reason why this town is called Maguro Town. That is because there you can get some of the freshest tuna all over Japan. Make sure to try it. The trip from Osaka to Kii Katsuura Station takes just under 4 hours. For one adult it costs a total of 4,510 yen. 2,950 yen of them are for the reserved seat. In this train, all seats are reserved seats. You can do a trip to Kii Katsuura as a day trip if you start early in the morning or can opt to stay overnight. Now, let's talk about the Kada Line, a hidden gem for train lovers. This is a tiny two-car train that feels like a nostalgic trip back in time. Unlike the high-speed, high-tech trains Japan is famous for, the Kada Line is all about charm. The train has a relaxed, local feel to it, with big windows and simple but cozy interiors. The ride itself is slow and peaceful, passing through quiet countryside and along the coastline. One of the best parts of the Kada Line is that you really feel connected to the journey. You can hear the gentle hum of the train, feel the slight sway as it moves along the tracks, and enjoy the sense of tranquility that comes with traveling on a small, local train. It's not flashy or fast, but that's exactly what makes it special. If you're someone who loves the romantic side of train travel, the Kada Line is a must. The Kada Line runs from Wakayama Station to the coastal fishing town of Kada in about 24 minutes. The trip costs you just 370 yen. The non-Kai line takes you from the center of Osaka Namba in about 1 hour and for less than 1,000 yen to Wakayama. The trip to Minoh Waterfall may be short, but it's definitely sweet. The Hankyu Minoh Line uses vintage-style trains that add to the charm of this little excursion. The ride itself is peaceful, as the train winds through forested areas, gradually transporting you into nature. Now, if you want a train trip that won't take all day, head to Minoh. A short ride from Osaka, Minoh Park is home to one of the most beautiful waterfalls in Japan. From the final station of the Hankyu Minoh Line, it is a manageable hike through the Minoh Park up to the waterfall. The hike itself leads you through beautiful nature and the view of the waterfall is astonishing. A perfect silent escape from the busy and noisy city center of Osaka. The trip from Osaka to Minoh by Hankyu Railways takes less than 40 minutes, but requires one change at Ishibashi Hyundai Mai. The trip costs you just 280 yen one way. Despite the trains are regular and not special sightseeing trains, they are still nostalgic and cute. Last but definitely not least, the Tenku train to Koya-san. This scenic ride through the mountains is so breathtaking, it feels like you're in a Ghibli movie. The train has seats facing the side windows, so that you get the best views of the deep valleys and lush forests. Koya-san itself is one of the most spiritual places in Japan, filled with ancient temples and misty forests. If you've ever wanted to spend a night in a Buddhist temple and eat monk food, this is your chance. A train trip for the soul. The Tenku trains runs from Hashimoto to Gokurakubashi Station. From there you take the cable car uphill to Koya-san Station. There are 3 Tenku trains per day in each direction on the weekends and 2 on weekdays. The trip from Hashimoto to Gokurakubashi takes about 50 minutes. The seat reservation for the Tenku train is just 520 yen that come on top of the base fare ticket. The trip from Osaka Namba to Hashimoto also just takes 50 minutes. This makes the trip to Koya-san perfect for a day trip as well as for an overnight stay. So there you have it, 7 epic train trips from Osaka that prove train travel isn't just about getting from A to B, it's about the journey itself. Have you taken any of these trips? Or do you have a favorite train journey in Japan? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because you never know when another train adventure is coming your way. Mata ne.